Okay, everybody, this is eBiL here. Back on my YouTube channel again, finally. Lost my computer. Okay, so as I was saying, I am back from my YouTube hiatus, mainly because the hurricane kind of knocked out my computer and I lost everything, and I've been on hiatus for about 3 weeks. So jump in here, move our combine up here a little bit, and let's talk and get this field ready while I'm talking. Very tight in here and hard to control. And this is one of the reasons why I turned crop destruction off, because I have so many problems trying to move around on this map, not only because of issues with being able to maneuver, but just in general. After my computer problems, I finally got back in. It's been roughly 3 weeks since I've been able to record videos or do anything on YouTube. Drop my cap to my soda. So I'm just getting back into things, and as you can tell, it's kind of an awkward start. But I am recording now. I have some new recording software that I'm trying out. I spent the last couple hours kind of playing with that, learning all the ins and outs of it. It's a much better piece of software than what I was using, which was Dakota 5, which is a fairly old piece of software that I got off of Steam really cheap. But it was problematic with my new PC, and I ended up having to order a new PC because of all the issues that I had with my old computer. Anyways, some of you may or may not be subscribed and know that I had started a roleplay series on Farming Sim, and I'd used that for quite some time. I played kL0Wn, I played on No Man's Land, and just had a good time with those. But those have come to an end with my loss of my PC. So I have decided to basically start a new series, and this new series is going to be dedicated to the moving around in Farming Sim to different locations. So one of the things I'm going to be doing, and let me just let the worker go here for a minute. One of the things I'm going to be doing, and what I've decided to do with this series, and I'm going to name it eBiL Goes to, and then at the bottom there's going to be a location, a country, a map. And currently we are in Ireland. This is the northern coast map for Ireland. I'm not sure exactly which part of Ireland this is supposed to be set in. I know that there's a Northern Ireland and a Southern Ireland, and I have been to Southern Ireland. I have never been to Northern Ireland because we were banned from going there back in my day when we were in the military, and I was not allowed to go to places like that where there were bombings and everything else. So during that time, let me stop him real quick. Anyways, back in the day, I traveled quite a bit. I've hit just about every country, just about every country in the world, it seems like. I've probably, out of the 150 that used to be, in the UN for countries, I probably hit close to 100 of them back in my younger days, and that kind of still holds true today. So I like I liked to do traveling back in my younger days. I didn't mind moving around every year or two, every month. It just didn't depend. I pretty much volunteered for everything, went everywhere. Uh, the only continent I have not been to is Africa, or I mean, Antarctica. I have been to Africa multiple times. Um, I do enjoy traveling and seeing the world. At least I did back then. Nowadays, I like to kind of stick a lot closer to home, and I really dislike traveling a lot at all. Um, but I've been pretty much everywhere and done everything, so I got all that out of my system when I was younger. And I know a lot of people get jealous about, oh, you went to here, and you went to there. Yeah, it was all right, and you know, I had fun doing it while I was there. But I wanted to take the time to do it in this series. So one of the goals of this series is to kind of pick a new map every so many episodes. I don't know how long they'll last, just probably until I feel I've accomplished what I want to do on that map. So, like here on the northern coast, I wanted to kind of do everything that's available on the farm, get some cows, do some harvesting, do some straw and bale hay and all that kind of stuff. Regular farming techniques that everybody does in every single country, and the different machinery that they use in that country. So that source country is kind of my go-to for kind of picking and choosing what kind of machinery. I'm picking new farmer mode on most of these, especially starting out now, because I wasn't sure what exactly the map was capable of doing. I really didn't go too in-depth researching this map. I picked the first thing that I saw that said Ireland, and it happened to be this map, so it came up first in my list, and I was ready to go based on that. That said, the ultimate goal of this series, and I'm going to say, like I said, I name it eBiL Goes To, and it's going to be a country or map or region or location. And as I start out here in Ireland, in the northern coast, I'm going to see if there are any other Irish maps to go around. I might choose one or two, and take that as kind of my time here on the Irish island, the Emerald Isle, I should say. And then from there, I'm going to go across to Scotland. And in Scotland, there are multiple maps. I know a couple, like Ayrshire and Aberdeenshire. Those are, I think maybe Lawfolds too. I don't remember, but I know there are a few. And I want to try the different maps out. I want to use machinery from that area, and the goal is to do farming like they do in that area. So you have an Ohio hillbilly. That would be me, trying to go back to his roots a little bit, and go to these different countries and do farming techniques based on that location. So my goal, like I said, here I have some Bailey trailers. I've got some IT runner stuff, some MAN trucks, things like that are related to that area. And in Europe, as I move around, there are things that are going to change. I notice on this map I've actually got fence, so I didn't know Ireland used fence a lot. I had prepped up to do New Holland and McCormick's because I saw a lot of those in research. Those were the mods I downloaded for this region, and I'll probably try to get rid of the ones that I currently have and replace the John Deere, of course, with maybe a McCormick or something relatable to the area. Trying to stay true to what the goal of this series is. So that said, as I linger along here and try to get the rest of this field harvested, the goal uh, is to start in Ireland, go to Scotland, go to England, cross over the channel to France. I'm not sure if there are any northern countries um, in Farming Simulator, like Norway, Sweden, uh, Finland, things like that. Um, I thought maybe they might have some maps on that mod contest area, so I'm thinking about those as well. Um, if they're there, if they're available, I will try them, and we'll see how it goes. But this is my new series, and as we leave from France, we might check out, Germany or something like that, or I may go to Germany first, then to France, and then to Spain. So No Man's Land, I know, is supposed to be set in between Spain and France. So maybe some map from that region and use some of the, different from my role play, which I used a lot of Americanized stuff and made it, be Georgia. I'm going to try to keep true to the actual map. It's going to become somewhere in between France and Spain, and utilize equipment and things from that area. So no cotton. Then move on to, Poland and Italy, Russia if they have it. I'm just going to look and see what's available, out there besides what's on Mod Hub. I'm not limiting myself to Mod Hub, but I am trying to do an around the world tour kind of thing and hit just about every country that exists. Even hitting up Australia, hitting up Africa if there are any out there, any of the islands or anything like that. If there's, I think there's some from South America. I think there's a couple large maps for South America that I could try. And of course, Canada. That's also North America, but it's not the U.S. So, all those are open. And if there's any other areas that I can find that are available, I'm going to try to do them. I just want to see what's out there, what's different, something I don't see that anybody else has done in Farming Sim. As far as YouTube goes, you've got your big YouTubers that do the news and map tours and things like that, and some do role plays and different areas like that. So everybody knows KloWn and realism and things like that. So I'm looking at doing something a little bit different and seeing how this series turns out. I'm eager to see what the machinery's like in those locations, see what other farming communities do or use. Big German farms with using KloWn or other like Dutzfar and things like that, as opposed to Italy where they're using SIP. And I'm going to try to stick to those mods as I go to each country. I'm not really going to carry over money or anything like that. I'm going to start fresh at every new country that I come to and start with new farmer mode and machinery and try to go from there and give it a go and see how things turn out. Oop, I am full. All right. So, yeah, I'm not a super expert at Farming Simulator, but I do my best. Hopefully, I don't make too many mistakes and cause too many crashes like that, because my keyboard control and mouse are really hard to control. And I know there's traffic on this map, so I'm trying to be careful as much as possible and do things the right way. Take our thing off here. I'm trying to get this wheat harvested, and we'll see how things go. But overall, that's the goal of this new series. I still like to do wood cutting. A lot of places, a lot of maps that I really enjoy, like kL0Wn was a 50% farming, 50% logging map. I like all the stuff the Shanty Boys do. There are some features I don't like, but I do love the logging maps. Just so much to do, and you leave yourself open to possibilities of what you can get, what you can accomplish on the map all by yourself, just by trying new and different things. I of course have stuck with a lot of American type vehicles and things like that. I like a lot of John Deere. I use a lot of Case IH stuff. So yeah, green, red, it doesn't make a difference to me. I've used them all. To me, they're just a different type of type of brand, like Pepsi and Coke. It's still a soda. It accomplishes a goal. It has a task that it gets done. Some people are really in the green team. Some people are really on the red team or New Holland blue team or whatever. As I said, I grew up in a farming community and I've seen a bunch of John Deere. That's probably what I saw most of my life growing up as a kid. So more on that in a little bit. Trying to move around the map, you kind of got an idea of what the series is going to be, and where things are headed. And I will kind of stop out here a little bit, out of the way. This is a very odd field. I can't believe I actually got it, for the most part, cut right. I probably should have done 3 headlands though. Yeah, so on this map, I plan to do the straw and doing some hay bales, baling straw. I'm not using any special mods like straw harvest or any of that. I just don't see them as the normal kind of farming stuff right now. I mean, it's cool and all, and people make bazillions of money. That's not really my goal out of this map. It's more so to just go to different locations and countries and see what kind of farming tools are, from that country. What do they use? What's, the different techniques? Like I saw Farmer Cop did an intro to one of the South American maps. I forget what it was called. And on there was like 2 different levels, and they did rice down in the bottom fields, and they did logging up in the hills, and there was a mine up there. It was a really good map, and I look forward to getting to South America eventually and trying that out. Let me jump back to where I was earlier with where I come from, and kind of give you a little bit of history about me. I grew up in the 70s. That was my younger years. I come from a family of 5 kids. My mom was a nurse, and my dad was a trucker. So we lived in a small farming community of 400 people. The village I grew up in is in central Ohio, northwest central Ohio, and it's 400 people strong at any given decade. Yeah, nothing changes in that town. And it's one of those places, if you've ever seen Children of the Corn, where you actually, the corn stalks are, so overwhelming, where you have to like pull out on the road in the middle of the highway to look around the corn. That's kind of where I grew up. There's nothing but corn as far as the eye can see in all directions. We had one stoplight in the village. The bank was on one corner, the post office on another corner, the restaurant was on the other corner, and the hardware store on the other corner. That was it. That was the whole village, pretty much. Everything else was houses and people, the IGA, things like that. Which, if you don't know what an IGA is, if you're watching this from a different country, it's a Independent Growers Association. So all the growers, the farmers and stuff like that, all kind of put their crops and everything else into this IGA, and then it's like a co-op, and they produce cheaper goods and provide those to other facilities who produce other goods that turn around, sell the goods back to the residents in that area at a cheaper cost. So yeah, I grew up in nowhere in the middle of Ohio. And since then, when I've been gaming since Pong came out in the 70s, on my ColecoVision, that I had to use a television with on the console. Back to Farming Sim, we're almost done here. As soon as I finish this field up, I think that we're going to kind of cut right there and call it a day, and pick it back up when we finish finish selling the crop off and clean it up, and we'll do the straw here and move on to some grass work or baling or something new, trying to get some cows and farm a little bit or something like that. I've got to in the series I've got to kind of get enough momentum to be able to do what the majority thing is to do on the farm. Like, for this one, you work on this cow farm, so we've got to get cows, we've got to get milk and slurry going, and that means we need hay, we need straw, we need TMR, all of those things. And starting out, like on this farm, not all of that's available. Too fast. Back up. There we go. Now let's see if I can get out of here without killing myself. But I think I'm going to call it there, guys. This is a good first episode. It's good to be back. And I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did recording it. Even though the worker did most of the work, I'm going to call it a night, guys. I will see you later on the next episode. So hopefully you join me again. See you later. Evil Clown is out of here.